Hey guys, how's it going? Uh, really exciting news yesterday, wouldn't you say? Um, I've also got a lot of news to share with you in my personal life. Good news, in fact. Um, Stuff I haven't really been this excited about in quite a while, and I just, for the longest time, I didn't know what to do, and I still don't know if it's gonna, be successful in the uh, financial sense or anything, but I'm really enjoying it. These MicroBlock builds, they're, I mean, it's something really therapeutic about it. I just kind of zone out, and I'm getting quicker and quicker at it, and I really enjoy filming and creating time lapses and stuff. So I've created a new channel uh, called MicroBlocks, and I'm going to upload two forms of each build. One's going to be the 100 times speed time lapse, so it's only a couple minutes long, and then the second one's going to be like a 5 times speed. That's probably a couple hours long, a long form version. But um, other news. Oh, well, I might as well go ahead and I'm gonna link the new channel. It's already on my page, in my other channels tab, but I'm gonna go ahead and link it at the end and also in the description. But I wanted to go ahead and show you what I've got so far. So this is one subscriber. It's me. Why not, right? But I'm using these backgrounds that some of them I've taken, and I've got a couple of really good ideas for the backgrounds of some of these. But there's the motorcycle, there's the Chinese tower. I might end up doing that thumbnail a little different and enlarging that, and then there's Paul Walker, Fast and Furious. But I've only got 3 videos up there right now, but I've got a bunch of videos ready. I'm waiting to share the channel, like to Lego pages on Facebook or something. I'm waiting until I have some decent content on there. But so yeah, I'll link that at the very end of the video. It's going to be the subscribe circle at the very end. But I you know me, I really, I don't think, I mean, I have no idea how much longer we're gonna be here. It's 12:22 right now, the triple two. as And it was 3:17, 3 minutes 17 seconds in the video, and that reminds me of Zephaniah 3:17. It's a big verse to me. Anyway, the Lord's been speaking to me a lot, and I've been really mad at him for keeping us here this long. And when those dates were set and they came and went, it didn't really affect me. I mean, it actually excited me more when they passed, because it's like, okay, we're that much closer now. You know, it felt like the true fulfillment of them saying the bridegroom is delayed is coming, you know. So and the 5 wise and 5 foolish, and the wicked servant who goes back to eating and drinking with the drunkards and beating his fellow servants, which is exactly what we saw and are still seeing. And it makes me sick. I just want to go somewhere that makes sense, and that people care about each other and love one another, you know, and we have a true, like, fulfilling existence, and not this place where nothing makes sense. There's pain and torment everywhere you turn. It says the last days in the Bible, it says the last days would be as if a man had, I think it was like he escaped a lion only to encounter a bear, and then he turns around the corner to get rid of the bear, and then the snake bites him. And that's honestly how it feels, like, as far as having a job and stuff like that. Like, I'm actually working on applying for disability for my mental situation, because it's not that I can't work, it's that I can't work the way these people demand that I do. If I get under enough stress for enough of a time period, I'll completely lose my mind. And it's happened probably 7 times since 2014 when it happened the first time. And I was in a psych ward for 2 months. And I had 2 psych wards actually, and I had to escape from both of them because they wouldn't let me out voluntarily. So I really thought I was in hell back then. And every time I relapse, which has been several times, and it's always due to stress, it's always due to usually work, when I get under it too much and I try to push myself to full-time hours, and it every single time I've tried to work full-time, I relapse, and I end up thinking I'm in hell again, and everyone's a demon, and, you know, all hope just evaporates from my soul, and I'm no good to anyone or myself when I'm in that state. So I really have come to terms with my limits. And I'm applying for disability because no one wants to hire part-time, and that's why I lost the golf course job, because as soon as I told them I wanted to stay part-time, that's when they just kind of gave up on me. And then at the first, chance they got, they laid me off. So, but however, the Lord has provided, and I know He will continue to. We found a house that is still in the same city or town, whatever you call places out here in Alabama, in the buckwoods and nowhere. But it's a nice house, and it's got a huge basement. I mean, like, I could put skate ramps down. I could put a half pipe down there if I wanted to, and I just might. Like, it's really nice, and it's they said that I could live in the basement and have the whole basement to myself if I wanted, and I do. And so the plan is to, whenever that happens, and it's already, we're just getting the paperwork finalized and trying to figure out when to start moving. But what's great about my situation is I don't really have to pack much, because I'm in a moving house. So I'm just trying to get the engine cranked back up, and I just got to drive it over there, and I'm just going to chill in the RV until, we get like furniture and like a toilet that's downstairs and everything, get all that set up to where, microwave or kitchen area, whatever I'm gonna do. But even with all that, I mean, it is a huge basement. I'm not real good at calculating square feet, but it's like probably 4 times the size of the RV, which is about 35 feet long. So, and 8 feet wide, or 10 feet wide, I don't remember. But anyway, so that's great. And I also have been, since we're having to move, or really not having to, but we're going to move, I'm starting to clear stuff out around here. And I went to the scrapyard yesterday, and I made enough money to buy another MicroBlock build and continue until I can get unemployment to clear because they're just dragging. And but there's also this guy, my neighbor. I met him a couple months ago, and he lives right behind us in a trailer. And it shocked me when I first met him because I had headphones in, listening to probably Watchman River or Chris at Global Rapture Walkers, and I never see anybody out there. So when I was kind of on the edge of a hill, clearing out some brush, clearing out a trail for the dirt bike, and he was like, "Hey, do you need any help?" Because I guess I like lost my footing and it looked like I was kind of slipping, and I saw him and I was like, "Oh," like what the heck? So it was kind of awkward because I didn't really introduce myself or anything. I was just like, I'm fine, man. But then like a week after that, he came through the backyard, and him and I really, I mean, he's cool. He's a cool dude. He's got ATVs and I've got the dirt bike, and we still haven't gone riding yet, but I told him he was free to, ride in any of our trails or anything, just probably not, up close to where my grandma and my uncle live, just because, I don't want them to, I mean, they know that I told them that. That's just, courtesy thing. Don't want them to think it's somebody else that shouldn't be here, But I bring that up to say, there is a house right below us that is actually on his land, my neighbor, that he didn't know about. I mean, he knew about the house, but I guess he didn't know that it was on his land. And so there was a bunch of stuff down there that I was interested in. Some like riding lawnmowers that I could fix up, and like a nice trailer. There was even a canoe down there. And a whole bunch of like metal scrap and stuff. But I asked him if he would be interested in selling the house, and my uncle was real interested before we found this other one, because ideally, I would have liked to stay here and keep this land, because I mean, we've had this property my entire life, and probably since the 60s or 70s, but and I've got probably 3 miles of trails that I've spent years building, but the new place has a lot of area to ride too, and it's nice and open and hilly and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a real good deal. And but that house, they said they were going to get back to us on a price within a week at the time, and they never did. But I saw them going over there and getting the stuff out, getting, I guess, valuable stuff out of it. And there's a couple of vehicles there too, and I think they're still planning on getting them. But I asked if I could have the lawnmowers and some of the stuff, and he said, "Yeah, man, anything you see that anything you see, it's just gonna rot, if you don't take it." And I was like, "All right." So I hauled up a snapper mower, an old snapper riding mower, like probably 86 model or 91 at the latest. But dude, we got that thing cranking. We got that thing cranked in like 10 minutes. all we had to do was clean out the carburetor. I mean, it was amazing. It still needs a battery, but that's something that I can throw on Facebook and sell, And that's what I've been doing. Is I think I've got like 4 or 5 push mowers that I'm working on that I'm gonna sell. One of them's already ready and posted, but there was also a trailer. Yeah, that trailer down there, which is not in bad condition. It just needs tires and a few screws to secure the wood, and probably some spray coating too to keep the wood from rotting anymore. But I'm gonna get on that if we're still here. But yeah, he told me that I was, allowed to go down there and get anything that I see, and he said he appreciated it actually, because I've been clearing out trees and branches and stuff around the house, and he said, man, you've done more work than I have. But anyway, he's chill with it, and I found some really cool stuff down there, and I want to show you something that I found. It blew my mind. What is that? Now, I know it's not the traditional, big ram's horn shofar, but now why would that be down there? And that wasn't the only one. There's this little one too that was inside of it. Like, that is a sign, man. That is a clear and evident sign that the Lord is providing, and we're going home. Man, I can't believe it, honestly. But yeah, this was just to announce what's going on. Whenever I get into that basement, if we're still here, I'm gonna have a lot more room. I'm gonna actually get an office chair, and it may be more comfortable for doing streams or videos and stuff. But I'm gonna get a 2 or 4K camera too, webcam, for the Lego stuff. That's something that I've been wanting. But yeah, until I can get the disability thing figured out, I'm just, if we're even here, I'm serious. I once I heard a song that I really liked. I think it was at the end of a movie when the credits were rolling, and it was called We're Going Home by Vance Joy. And I looked up the lyrics of it, and the lyrics are extremely prophetic, right on, but you want to know the name of the site? The name of the website that had the lyrics was When the Horn Blows. When the horn blows, we're going home. Dude. Dude. And the thing is, I've been mad at God because I've been in pain. I've been suffering. And I know a lot of people are. And it's not that I'm impatient. And maybe I am. I don't know. The Lord sees my heart better than I do. But it's not so much waiting. It's being scared and waiting in pain and not knowing, not seeing the end, wondering if it ever is going to end. I think that's because it's like I have to fight so hard. I know we all do have to fight so hard just to survive. And these people won't even let you work part-time. They want you to devote 8 hours of 5 of your days out of 7. Dude, that's insane. that is most of your life. Like, I can't dedicate my entire life to a place that cares nothing about me and only cares about how much money they can profit off of me. And I think that's the Antichrist system. I think that's the beast system. Like, that is the devil. That is absolutely satanic. That's why I think, you know, it says the ways of this world won't be remembered. You're not going to have any big conglomerations and corporations treating people like numbers and just deleting them when, you know, when they don't even make a mistake. It's just, but yeah, guys, I'm excited for the first time in a long time. I've finally seen hope. And, you know, even if we are here for a while longer, as long as I have hope, as long as we have hope that the Lord's going to provide for us, and that it's all in His hands. So, yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. And this is not my last video. I'll be back. But I'm probably mainly gonna focus on the MicroBlock channel for a while, just because I really love doing that. And I've actually got 2 or 3 more builds I haven't posted. And I am gonna post a MicroBlock build right after I post this video too, so be on the lookout for that. But anyway, since I've got it, I may as well use it, right? Guys, take care. I'll see you soon when the horn blows. That was perfect. All right, bye.